Taurus, I apologize in advance because this little one is being so nuts and I feel like she's gonna like jump on the table while I'm reading for you guys. He's so cute. So guys, I want to say thank you to who got me the sakura tree. That was so cute. I forgot I had it on my list and it came in yesterday. So thank you guys. So let's see. It's Saturday, August 9th. Let's jump into this reading. Let's see what is going on. Can you behave, please? Thank you. All right, Taurus squad. So what is going on with Taurus squad? We're going to do a past, present, and future. Today is Saturday, August 9th, but whenever you guys find this reading is when it's meant for you. Keep in mind it could be your energy that I'm picking up on or the energy of someone or something around you. And just a disclaimer, my loves, that I will never ever personally and directly contact you for a personal reading. If someone does, that is a scammer pretending to be me. So please be careful, guys, and please do not get got. All right. So let's start with the past, Taurus squad. Let's see what is going on here. We have the Hanged Man reverse that flew out. Okay. We have the Tower card. And we have the Eight of Cups. The Three of Wands at the bottom. What do we have behind that? The Magician, Nine of Pentacles reverse, the Ace of Swords reverse. There's something that you finally got out of your way. Okay. Because it's not that you weren't manifesting things in the past. Of course you were. But I feel like there was something that had you at like a certain capacity. It's like something had you like right below the mark of where you wanted to be. Okay. But you guys take out something that was very conflicting in your life. Something that had you feeling like so spread thin. Something where you felt like you were bending over backwards. And it's like finally there's some sort of timeline shift. There's some sort of change in destiny for you. Okay, so why is this Hanged Man reversed? Why is this Hanged Man reversed? We have the Knight of Cups reversed. And we have the Lovers reversed. Okay. Maybe you felt played in a situation. Or you could have felt like you were playing yourself in some way. Okay. Because there's something that you being in it, you guys could have been around like a person that may have been abusive mentally, physically, emotionally, and or verbally. But there is an energy around you that wasn't very supportive of you. Like this is not an energy that feels good to me. Okay. And it's like there's something so big you were destined for here, Taurus. But with the Knight of Wands reversed, it's like this was such a distraction. And I'm looking at the Hierophant reverse as I'm saying the word distraction, because when this card comes out with the way I read tarot, like it's like there's something that's actively derailing you from who you're supposed to be, from what you're truly supposed to be doing. Okay. And it's like you finally broke some sort of spell, I feel. You broke something that had a hold on you. And so now we have the Sun card reversed. Let's get one more card for here. And we have the Six of Pentacles. And, you know, with this change, there's so much unexpected good that begins to come in. And I know that these cards are in the past position, but I feel like either you're about to start seeing this if you haven't already, or there's just so much more to see. But this brings unexpected blessings and balance into your life. A lot of success as well. Okay. So it's like between success and, you know, having this success last a long time, you had this like very like volatile energy rather. Why was I gonna say family? For some of you, maybe it was family, but there's like this energy that it's like something was just like breaking your flow. Okay, this is so funny, guys, because there's a deli by me that I go to, and there's these two women that are always working in this deli. And I always noticed, and it's mind-boggling to me, but there's this third lady, and every time she's there, it takes so long for everyone to get their food, to get their orders. And I'm just like, yo, like, she just fucks up the flow. She fucks up the chemistry. Like, those two, when they work alone, it's bada bing, bada boom. Everyone's in and out, you know. But when that third lady's there, I don't know what it is. Nothing against her. I'm sure she's a great person. But it just messes up the dynamic. So it's like y'all had that lady working with you, and you're just like, why is there a cap? Why are people getting annoyed? Why are people walking out without ordering anything? That happened one time, you know. So it's just like you had that sort of energy there, and now that it's cleared, this is what you're left with. Okay, you nut. What do you? Can you get down? Get down. Get down. Oh my god. I love this cat, but what are you doing? You weirdo. We have the 8 of Cups, okay? So you got out of something. You got away from something. You opened up, you know, a portal to success that wasn't there before. Because, again, you were definitely doing your thing in the past, but there's so much more that could have been done. The same cards came out. You walked away from that. Left with success. And, you know, these two cards together, this is success that lasts a long time. What are you can you not? Alright, guys, I'm sorry if she, like, comes onto the screen. Okay. She's trying to show out for squad. Alright. So this is good. Okay? Because even if you haven't seen that come up just yet, you've cleared the path for it. Okay. Alright, so we have the 7 of Pentacles. And we have the King of Pentacles in the center, guys. Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. That's a good energy for Taurus to have. And the fact that this is the center card, the central energy, that's, you know, that's showing that everything, like, taps into this card. This is a card of integrity, wealth, stability. Okay? This is, like, old money energy. Okay? And you guys have been waiting patiently for this. Something you've been, like, really waiting patiently for comes. We have the Queen of Swords reversed and the 8 of Swords reversed. And you know, I heard we could be a little stubborn sometimes, whatever. But I do have to say, guys, because, you know, not that it's a flaw because we eventually learn, but for lack of a better word, one of the flaws I feel that Taurus have, and for anyone new, I'm a Taurus, I'm talking about myself, is that before we leave something behind that we really love, or we're really attached to, or that, you know, has been in our lives for a while, if it's something, again, we really care about, we will exhaust every avenue. Okay? And it's because there's, I don't really want to say satisfaction, but maybe there's a bit of satisfaction or closure that we can give ourselves when we know we've tried everything. Okay? Nobody can come up to us and be like, well, did you have a conversation about it? Of course we had that conversation. Okay? Well, did you ask them what they meant? Of course we did. Were they having a bad week? Was there something else that, you know, was behind this? You know, we would have found out. If it's something we fuck with. Again, if we don't fuck with it, we can walk away and not ask questions. But what you were dealing with was something like that, where you didn't just run away from a situation at the first red flag or at the first misunderstanding. Like, you know, you kept going, you kept working through things. And, you know, to be honest, right now, I see you in a place, Taurus, that you're taking full accountability of what you allowed that should not have been allowed. Okay. And I don't see you, you know, completely blaming someone else or something else. I see you saying, well, you know, my part was maybe not walking away when I should have. Or maybe staying at that job when I knew it wasn't good for me or my health. You know? So there's something where you take accountability, but with the King of Pentacles, this isn't something that you should feel shameful for, because you've still become this very powerful person. And now, having been through whatever you went through, you have so much more wisdom under your belt. Okay? And when wealth comes in and, you know, love comes in, or whatever it is that you wanted that you're finally coming into, you're able to handle it a lot more responsibly. Okay? That's like, you know, imagine someone really young and irresponsible, you know, coming into money and, like, you know, they spend it all on cars, houses, and everything, but then there's nothing left. As opposed to someone that they've been through life. So it's like, all right, well, let's save something. Let's make an investment. Let's, like, you know, not saying that there's certain people that don't deserve things. Like, no, we should all, you know, work to get whatever it is we want. But, you know, those two different people, you know, the way that money is managed and handled and how long it stays around, it's, you know, it's going to be different. Okay? There's someone who's more well-seasoned for it. Okay? So whatever you went through, you're well-seasoned now. And I see that the hardship is over. For a lot of you, if there was any sort of financial issues, or if there was anything you felt you were really lacking in, like maybe you couldn't find the right love, or maybe you've had friends betray you, whatever this is, like, Spirit's like, no, we're not dealing with that anymore. Like, this is your happy chapter. After all the grief that you've went through, this is your soul being at peace. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here for the present moment? We have the Four of Pentacles reversed. The Three of Pentacles, the King of Wands. And again, guys, the universe was definitely holding something back from you for a certain reason. There's something that just would have gotten in the way, or there's something where maybe whatever you're coming into would not have been managed as well as you're going to manage it now. Okay? Whether that's love, whether that's friendship, whether that's, you know, income. Okay? But I see that coming in. There could be a significant fire sign around you, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, but I just feel like you're coming into your power. You're not afraid to show up. You're not afraid to take up space. You're not afraid to be seen. Okay? This is a sort of energy where I do see you guys really being noticed at this time. Okay? But just because you're out of whatever you were in before doesn't mean that you don't have access to it, or it does not have access to you. So you have to make sure that there's a clear boundary here, because I feel like something that you've left behind is not ready to leave you behind, especially if this is a person. Okay? What's interesting, though, is you're going to truly get to a place of peace if you don't already have that. And I feel like there's going to be someone that sees it and realizes it, and they actually leave you alone because of it. Okay, which is interesting, because usually people see us, you know, being at peace, and they want to come fuck that up. But there's someone that's like, you know what? Taurus is finally truly at peace. Like, let me let them have it. Okay, so do we call that growth? Maybe. We have the King of Pentacles here. So this is your center card, your central energy, what everything taps into. Why is this so important? The Nine of Wands. A lot of you are at that point right before breakthrough, like right before breakthrough. And we have the Ace of Swords reversed. This is not a time where you should be afraid of operating alone, moving alone, okay, or just doing something on your own, okay? I'm not saying you can't have no one around you. I'm not saying drop your friends and drop everybody, no. But this is just a time where you really have to hone in, okay? Because there's something that was like, that like creative part of you, that part that has, you know, passion and so much pride towards the things you love. Like something was like keeping the fire low or the fire off completely. Okay. Like there's just something that no matter what you did, you couldn't pass a certain point, and you're like, why? And it's because of that thing. Whether it was a person, place, thing, whatever, habit, thought, mindset, okay. But that's really what was holding you back. So you're finally at a place where it's like you've broken some sort of spell, and I see you getting past a point you've ever gotten. Like, past any point you've ever gotten, that's where you're going now. Okay. And again, I see you taking full accountability. And it's worth it, because that's what leads you directly into the hands of happiness. But I feel like something still has access to you, and the instability will remain around you while this has access to you. All right. And this is something that you were miserable in before, Taurus. All right. So I want you to remember not to torture yourself, but anytime you're having like a weak moment, like think about how unstable you were around this, and ask yourself, is that a lifestyle you want to maintain? Because one thing I know about a Taurus is we do not do well when we are not stable. Alright, I'm not saying every time, but if you see a Taurus who's an asshole, their bank account is probably real weak. You know what I'm saying? So, not that money is everything, but Taurus, we're the sign of luxury. Alright, when you think of satin sheets, think Taurus. When you think about, like, the botanical gardens in our backyards, like, that's Taurus. When you think about, you know, farms and food to table, like, that's Taurus. Okay? We like nice things. Okay? We like first class. We like buying the vehicle we want. We like being able to choose a house we want to live in and not being limited by limitations, okay? So going towards the future. We have the Magician. Now everything's coming in. Now you're able to manifest everything. Because look on the table, guys. And look at, you know, this person has every single element here. Okay? Air, water, earth, fire. That's all there. Okay? So it's like you wake up and you remember who you are. We have the Five of Pentacles reversed, the Six of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. Whatever you did not have access to because that thing was putting you at a cap, now that's done. And you start to see, you know, Spirit filling all those cups that were empty before. We have the Five of Swords, and we have the Queen of Wands reverse. The Empress card reverse. And there's something that you leave behind. Okay, you decide to do that and you get everything you want, and it's like There could be maybe someone who feels very conflicted and very angry about it. Okay, why is this Magician here for your future? Why is this Magician here for the future? Three of Swords. And the things that start coming into your life, they're just so healing. They're so healing. We have the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. Like, you guys really expand your life. And life gets very exciting. Like, guys, these three cards here next to one another, why do I feel like this is someone exploring? And exploring where they want to. And with who they want to and how they want to. This very much gives me the feeling of no limitation. Okay, for some of you, I really feel like there's going to be a trip that you take that I feel like you wanted it done in a certain way, and it's going to happen in a certain way. Okay, for some of you specifically, this could, because I'm picking up strongly on this. Okay, for some of you, I'm hearing like there's a place that you wanted to go, but you didn't want to go on a budget. Like, you wanted to go and really experience like everything. Okay, for a lot of you, I know that's so specific, but I that's a message for somebody. Okay, just being able to explore, doing whatever you want, not having to worry about the bank. Okay. So we have the Five of Swords here and the Queen of Wands reversed. Why is this here? Because again, I feel like someone is upset and triggered that you're able to do this. Two of Swords reverse, and upset about your decision to keep something out of this. The High Priestess. And what's crazy is you're about to be living a life that you guys always knew you were going to have. I think that we all innately feel at least the position we're supposed to be in, because you know, maybe sometimes people don't always know exactly what it is that's going to get them there, but they know they're going to be there. Okay. It's like someone who's young that they just feel that they were going to have a lot of fame, or someone that just knew they were going to play in the major leagues, or someone knew they were going to be an actress or a writer or a CEO, you know? So it's like you're doing something that you always felt in your heart you were going to do, but you could have forgotten for a moment, Taurus. Okay, who you were. You could have forgotten. And it's like, once you remember and you actually make it happen, it's going to really throw some people off. It's going to leave a bad taste in someone's mouth. But again, this is something you always knew that you'd have. But again, there's things you had to remove yourself from before getting it. That's why things weren't happening. It wasn't because you were broken. Okay, or maybe you could have been for a little bit. We all go through shit. But I just feel like something around you wasn't allowing you to get to it. It's like God was like, you know, no, because if they receive it now, this person's gonna fuck it up, or this person's gonna take it, or this person's gonna steal it, you know, like you had to wait. Alright guys, so let's get some cards of advice. Let's see what Spirit has to say about this. And if this is resonating with you guys so far, there's links in the description below to donate, as well as my wish list if you guys want to surprise me and bless the home. And of course, guys, if you need a personal reading, get one on my website. If you need something back quickly, please get any of the emergency readings there. Okay, those come back within 24 hours. And guys, make sure that you sign up for the website if you do want to get a personal reading. You'll get any emails with like sales and stuff like that. And you get 25% off the next reading you get after joining. You'll get an email with the code, okay? And that can go towards any reading. We have the Death card reversed. We have the Devil reversed. Like you guys are in the clear, But I'm seeing that there could still be some sort of opening. Like maybe you haven't blocked someone so they can still call. Maybe there's someone that, I don't know, walks by your job and, you know, have the ability to go and speak to you, but it's something you gotta sever, okay? All Spirit is saying just don't do it. Because for some of you, it's as easy as picking up the phone and making a call to get yourself into this. I think that this is something that, for the most part, Taurus does have the power of getting tangled with it again. Okay? And Spirit is just saying don't do it. Like, you have to let it go if you want that life that you've always dreamed of. We have the 7 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, but something, it's going to want to stay in your life, guys. But yeah, Spirit's like, it would be reckless. You've done everything that you could here. Alright, but I see something coming in. For some of you, like, this is like winning the lottery sort of energy. This is big for a lot of you. Like, if this is money, this might be an amount of money you've like never seen all at once type thing. Okay. But it's to start to something beautiful. It's the beginning to like this huge empire of some sort. For some of you, if this is a relationship you're getting into, I see it being a very long lasting one. And I see there being like high wealth associated to this. Okay, so if you and this person, you're not there yet, I see it being like that sort of like power couple thing. Like, oh, like, we just went to this banquet and it was, you know, $20,000 for us to get a table there. Some shit like that. I just feel like it's going to be something with no limitations. Okay. Taurus Squad, I love you guys so much. All right. I will see you guys again soon. And if you need me, grab a reading. Take care, loves.